I was with my baby father for about 7 years. 7 years before he became my baby father, okay? The moment he became my baby father, we split up. So from the moment I was pregnant until about my son was about 4, we were going back and forth with each other. It was not it was not an easy thing to let go of, okay? I was with this man for 7 years. Rode a whole 3-year bid with him. And then the moment I got pregnant, we doing what? You mean to tell me all these times we broke up and this time you want to stick to the shit and we not getting back together? So I stressed over that shit for years. For years, I let him play in my face to the point to where he made me the side bitch. Now, I didn't do the shit willingly, right? The mask was still on. Telling this bitch one thing, telling me another thing, telling his family something else just had me looking crazy all around. So to the other female, he hated my guts. To the family, I was so a drama. I was the stressor. I was the problem. Why she won't leave me alone? She's being crazy. She's doing all of this and acting out. Why? Because we were going back and forth over the years. And every time that I vented to my family and my friends, I watched them lose respect for me. To the point where people thought that they were sunning me. To the point where I feel like people thought that they could have did it better. And I didn't see none of that shit until I decided that I was better than that. I was tired of dealing with that shit 3 years ago. But do you know how much shit he had to put me through for me to finally be done? So much shit that I said, you know what, if I can save somebody else from feeling like this, if I can save somebody else the time in their life to get from that stagnation, to grow, to start loving themselves again, I'm going to write a motherfucking book. I'm going to help other single moms like me because I feel like this is where people fuck up. Grieving the being a single mom part. Trying to fight for a family that wasn't even supposed to be started from the jump. Losing themselves. But even after writing that book, you want to know what I realized? I realized that everybody isn't ready for a change. Some people don't even know that they need the help. So you see the title of my book and it's like, I don't need help. We're going to work out. It's going to happen. Sometimes they get so wrapped up in it, that's too much work. Or that's just too simple. It's so cliche. But all it wraps down to is people got to go through shit on their own. So hopefully, right, if that doesn't, my book, the writings that I took to write that, if it doesn't help you, all right, now stomach talking to me. Hopefully it helps you at least start your journey, right? That's what I'm looking for. A little wake-up call, input so you can see that you're not the only one that goes through this. People go through this shit every day around the world, but how you deal with it, how you handle it, how you grow from it will determine the rest. Our mental health is very important. And holding on to a man that don't want to be held on can really fuck that up. So much to where it fucks up how you're parenting, right? The anger that we have built up, the patience that we no longer have because it's depleted because you kept dealing with, the nonsense. All of it ties. I didn't write it so that people can heal after the first read. I wrote it so that you can have another input on it from somebody that you don't even know to see that this is normal. It is okay. But I'm going to take this first step that's needed to take into loving myself. Because you might think that you do because, you keep up your appearance and you do the normal shit that you do every day. But the real value of self-love is knowing your worth and not allowing anybody to come inside your life to deplete that shit. Not allowing anybody to come in and try to challenge that shit. To know when it's time to go. To notice those signs and realize, listen, I could do that on my own. You feel me? I feel like where a lot of people mess up, though, when they go to giving advice, is you got to learn how to fix somebody's crown without knocking that bitch over. Stop acting as if you never been through the shit. Stop acting like if your baby daddy called you to get back together, you wouldn't hop on that. Stop acting like you're not scared to be alone. I'm just saying.